again, to recap, Rex Heuermann this morning has no doubt been apprised of the fact that he's being charged with two more murders. The two more murders we believe to be of Jessica Taylor, who you see to the left in this thumbnail. We expected one of the cases to be Valerie Mack. However, that has not been the case. Valerie Mack, that could be an additional charge later on, but right now, he was being charged with Jessica Taylor, and also this was sort of out of left field, Sandra Castilla, who you see up in the thumbnail on the screen next to John Bitroff, who was a serial killer who was arrested for two other murders. It seems like, we talk about serial killers, that Long Island is a fertile ground for serial killers. It seems like there's been more than other areas you hear about. Wayne Randalls, thank you for the $7.99 super sticker. Much appreciated. Guys, this case, this is I guess sort of a groundbreaking case in the world of true crime, in the world of serial killers. And as we always say, there is so much true life, much stranger than fiction, as we say. True life is happening. It's happening, and we learn about serial killers. We learn about their habits, and we learn so much from this case about Rex Heuermann. And it's very scary that he was but he was able to commit these crimes for so many years without being apprehended. Just incredible. And we see the three girls up on the screen. It's just absolutely incredible. I'm just trying to search some of the other channels. Once they go live to the press conference, I want to be on it, and we will, as I said, as soon as that happens, we will go to it. We hope that they publish a document like they did when the arrest came out, the bail application document that had 32 pages of unbelievable information that sort of outlined the case that the Gilgo Beach Task Force had against Rex Heuermann. And in that, it outlined his use of burner phones, the calls that he made to the escorts, the fact that he made threatening and taunting phone calls to the sister of one of the victims. Just all part of who this serial killer Rex Heuermann is. Threatening. Is that how he gets his thrills also? Threatening family members of his victims, telling them what he did to the victims. I mean, that's such sick stuff, right? Really outrageous. Grungasor, I live in Suffolk County. They caught this guy. It's still so unreal. Absolutely, it is unreal. Great work, but it took a long time to do it. It took a long time to apprehend Rex Heuermann. And if you're just tuning in, one of the things we learned is that the woman in this thumbnail, Sandra Castilla, her murder occurred in 1993. So that brings Rex Heuermann back to committing murders. If they have the evidence, if they have the connection between Sandra Castilla and Rex Heuermann, that brings him back to the age of 29 when he first started committing these murders. Just absolutely horrific. Walter Seastrand from the chat, do you think his brother could be charged for keeping the green tick on his property in South Carolina? Uh, something. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to look to charge him if they could find a nexus between that he was attempting to hide evidence, or then potentially they would, but that would sort of muddy up the waters, and they have so much information. Their target in this case, of course, is Rex Heuermann, and that's who they're after. And I think if they went after his brother, I'm sure they attempted to interview him, but as I thought I heard that his brother immediately invoked counsel and wouldn't be interviewed by the FBI or the police. So they probably got very little information from him. From the chat, City Kitty Girl, how was he raised? Must have been some bad things. Well, all of that will eventually come out. I'm sure there's already an investigation into his background. We know that that house is the house he grew up in. So he bought that house from his parents. Beady-eyed Beth from the chat. I think Rex gets a power trip from inducing fear. H. Cook, they're gathering at the podium. Okay, let's see if we can. I'm still not seeing it go live yet. News Nation, I'm up on them. When it goes live, we will go right to it. They have people standing for the press conference, but no one's speaking. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see when they bring them up to the scene. Even WFLA isn't live on it yet. They're saying stand by for the stream, so they haven't yet gone live yet. So as soon as they do go live, we will go right to it. They're gathering at the podium. Daryl A, just curious, does anyone know what his mother did for a living, especially after the passing of Rex's father? I don't know that. Unknown. Lisa Mitchell, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker.